And welcome everybody. We are in this next game of this semifinals, and what a semifinals it has started with that first game. But we can go that in a minute. Right now we're watching FXO.ASD being that blue Terran in the bottom right, going up against FXO.Lucky, the red Zerg on the left. We have an FX Open team kill. One FX Open player will lose, the other one will emerge victorious and enter the finals.
And that is going to be awesome because, of course, the winner of tonight's Zotac Cup, North American version, number 35, wins $100, which is always a lot of money in the world of StarCraft 2 esports. And we already see Unstable going out with that SCV. Going to start a little bit of a wall in right there. Love the wall ins that people can do here. Right there, all it takes is one well-placed supply depot and one well-placed barracks with a little bit of a tech lab, usually, or reactor. Can wall that off just 100% completely. You don't have to worry about too much right there, and still give you plenty of opportunity to move around. And he's not going to take the scout. He's immediately going to go back and start mining again. So he's really looking to do some amazing things here because he's already getting that refinery down, so he's gonna tech up pretty quick.
Yeah, his factory's gonna be done the second that his barracks, or factory gonna be started the second his barracks is done. But the most important thing, guys, is that the supply depot was in his base, as opposed to in the opponent's base. And I cannot believe that is a relevant statement to life right now.
You never thought you'd have to pull out that little piece of sci-fi magic right there. But yeah, now it looks like he's going to do a little handoff right there with these two SCVs, trying to keep that drone of Lucky occupied. And now it's going to be a two up hopscotch effect there, moving him out of the way, and so he can finish up that barracks on time.
Yep, and right now we can see this is one of the most effective drone scouts I've ever seen. Lucky, once again, doing that 10-11 drone scout. We're also seeing that he's going for a speedling build after the hatchery first, which is a great thing to do if you're not going to be hit very early on. As you can get speed very, very quickly, the fastest you can with the hatchery first, which case you can be aggressive and have map presence a lot faster than normal. Right now, what we're seeing from ASD is the fastest Hellion build possible. He is not even getting a single Marine out. It's just going to be these SCVs, these Hellions, and that's going to be the only units he's going to have on the entire field once he switches off the reactor with the factory.
As a Terran player right now, I am being blown away by the timing of Unstable right here. This is just spot on. Just laid down that refinery, laid down the barracks and the factory, one right on top of each other, and it's all going to be done right on to everything. This is absolutely amazing. This is key timing right here, hitting everything that you can. One's finished, flies the other one away. So this right here is textbook, ladies and gentlemen. This is how you want to play aggressive Hellion Terran right here.
And we are seeing the barracks being thrown down with the tech lab immediately, which means we may have the fastest Hellion Marauder play physically possible by a Terran if he wants to follow it up with an incredibly strong push. That's hard to deal with too. You have that is a nice little move. Where the Roachborn is being thrown down in between the two bases by Lucky.
Wow, and that's crazy silly because, as you know, without creep underneath of it, the buildings start to lose a little bit of health. But it's 850. The queens are already dropping down creep tumors, so by the time it's finished, it's going to be covered by creep. So that is absolutely amazing. That's a good little choke point for it.
Yeah, it's great for his Hellion defense, and Larva will never die to Hellions. Just saying.
Yeah, larvae are they're kind of made of like black box material. They just cannot be destroyed no matter how bad of a crash you put them in.
Yeah. However, I'm kind of worried for the drones that are being made right at this base. Even with the roaches about to pop, there's a little bit of an opportunity. There we go. Now the roaches pop, and the Hellions will be retreating, and the drones pop. Oh, that is a tight timing there. So we are filled with good timings right now.
Yeah, unstoppable right there. Now Lucky's going to get his first look inside the actual base. He sends over that Overlord.
There are no Marines.
There's nothing to shoot up. He's got no fear. that Overlord's like, this is the greatest day of my life. I'm not going to get killed by bullet fire first thing out of the gate. He's just like looking down and like, you gotta wonder if like he would just like drop loogies on top of like the Marauders, like haha.
If Lairtech was out right now, there would be so much creep in that base.
Oh yeah, I would just do it just for funsies. Right into the middle line, just be like ha 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 ha, because that's the type of Zerg player I would be. Right through there, I would be like that jerk Zerg player that just drops creep for no reason everywhere. But yeah, now Unstable has a bulk of Hellions and Marauders just camping out on this left-hand Zelnaga tower here. He's repairing them up with that SCV. And just ready to rock and roll. He's going to move right in there. There's not a whole lot of overall defense here for Lucky. He's got a bunch of roaches, but if he can get him off the creep, he's going to be able to outmaneuver him very, very quickly with those Hellions.
We have 15 SCVs moving across the map now. On that right, we have a Hellion being left behind, but now we're going to have a hugely aggressive play with a lot of Hellions and SCVs, Marauders moving crazily fast at the front, but this is a nice spread of roaches here, and the Marauders are in front, and they're going to die. If those go down, this is going to be actually defended pretty easily.
Yeah, this is sadly those SCVs were there to kind of free up the Hellions to keep them repaired, but they kind of got mixed into the wrong spot, and they got targeted down really, really quickly, and that is some good target fire there from Lucky, and he was able to take out all those SCVs and a bulk of those Hellions. So this is absolutely devastating right here for Unstable.
Yeah, he lost a lot of them. I said the units tab open. We have 35 drones to 8 SCVs. We can see that
17 workers.
Now we have the SCVs being pulled once again. This time I hope the Marauders are going to be behind the Hellions, because essentially you have the role reversal happening with the Marauders and the Hellions roles in this situation, where you actually want the Hellions tanking for the Marauders. And if they're Marauders in front, that can't happen.
It looks like just one Marauder. Oh, okay, there's 3 Marauders. Okay, so yeah, he's definitely got to bulk out that with those 3 Marauders, because they're going to be able to do so much damage to those armored units. But yeah, this is scary dangerous here for him.
Yeah, Lucky's got over twice the food count. He can beat the food count of ASD with his drone count alone. And now we're watching as this time the Marauders are actually doing more damage than they did in the last game, or the last couple minutes, because they actually are in the right position. But there's GG, and Lucky will be moving on to the finals.
Wow, unbelievable. Lucky the last 2 times around has been able to win out